One crucial truth that often goes unnoticed: division and strife, though not commonly classified as satanic. However, they are inherently satanic to the core. Satan is associated with sowing discord and division among people, seeking to disrupt unity and harmony. Let us delve into this topic, beginning with the very first discord sown by Satan in the Garden of Eden. We must recognize that engaging in sowing discord and breaking up relationships is doing something truly satanic. In the beginning, God created a perfect world, filled with love, unity, and harmony. However, Satan, driven by his rebellious nature, approached Adam and Eve, cunningly sowing seeds of doubt, rebellion, and division. He tempted them to question God's goodness, planting the seeds of discord between them and their Creator. This initial act of division and strife was the first glimpse of Satan's destructive agenda to disrupt the perfect order established by God. Remember what Satan comes to do. John 10:10. "The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy." While division and strife may not immediately be associated with satanic influences, their effects align perfectly with Satan's schemes. When we engage in sowing discord, breaking relationships, and causing division, we are, in fact, participating in a satanic agenda. We become instruments of the enemy, perpetuating disunity and hindering the unity that God desires among His people. One of the ways in which Satan sows discord among believers today is through denominational differences. I have witnessed individuals belonging to specific denominations engage in aggressive arguments and display hostility towards other believers simply because they do not share the same denomination. It is important to understand that our salvation does not depend on our denomination or church affiliation. Only Jesus Christ has the power to save. Furthermore, we must recognize that in heaven, there will be people from various denominations and different theological perspectives. The essential matter is our faith in the cross of Jesus Christ, as stated in 1 John 5:12. "He that hath the Son hath life, and he that hath not the Son of God hath not life." Sadly, there are individuals who place more faith in their denomination than in the Son of God. However, the Bible is clear that our faith in Jesus is what brings us life. It is crucial to remember that in heaven, there will be no specific sections for different denominations. I recall a sermon where it was said, "There will be people who arrive in heaven and ask the first angel they see, 'Where's the Baptist section?' Similarly, those from the Pentecostal section may ask the angel where the Pentecostal section is, and so on for various denominations. However, it is important to understand that in heaven, there will not be specific sections designated for denominations. Christ has one united body, and if we are destined to spend eternity together, we should begin to love one another today, here on earth. We must not allow Satan to sow discord among us, based on denominational differences. Instead of being hostile towards one another, let us choose to love one another. Furthermore, Satan attacks marriages and relationships. He will never cease in his relentless assault on these sacred bonds. It is crucial to acknowledge that there are individuals who perpetuate the same destructive actions. They serve as nothing more than messengers of the devil. Satan aimed to destroy the relationship between God and Adam, an act that embodies pure evil. Even today, there are people who actively seek to dismantle relationships, and that is an undeniable display of evil. These individuals engage in destructive behavior, pitting husbands against wives, turning children against their parents, and causing division among friends. Such actions are undeniably evil, bordering on what can be described as satanic acts. This echoes the very agenda Satan pursued in the garden. This is something we must never do: attempt to destroy someone's marriage or relationships. I'm not referring to the ungodly relationships prevalent in the world, where people engage in fornication and use it as an excuse. I'm specifically addressing marriages and relationships that are holy in the eyes of God. For instance, consider the parent-child relationship or friendships. There are individuals who derive pleasure from sowing discord and turning one person against another. If you find yourself engaging in such behavior, it is crucial that you change your ways, for you are treading down a treacherous path. During my years in the ministry, I have counseled families and witnessed individuals engaging in the destructive act of sowing discord and breaking up relationships. When I see people involved in such actions, I ponder the depth of their understanding of the evil they are committing. I am amazed by their lack of realization that God will hold them accountable for their sins. Being in the ministry for many years exposes one to various situations. I've witnessed mothers sowing discord between fathers, their ex-husbands, and their own children. I've seen divorcees where, instead of seeking resolution for the sake of the children, individuals weaponize their children to inflict pain upon their former partners. They use their children as ammunition. That is evil. It is essential to remember that children need both their parents, their mother and their father. We must refuse to be individuals who destroy relationships, for such actions are undeniably evil. Throughout my years in the ministry, I have observed people interfering in the marriages of others, deliberately sowing discord. I've witnessed parents meddling in their children's relationships, with both the parents and child joining forces against the spouse, ganging up against the spouse. A marriage is not between a husband and wife and their respective parents. No, a marriage is solely between a husband and wife. It is crucial not to involve your parents in order to team up against your spouse. Make a conscious decision not to become a troublesome mother-in-law or father-in-law. Instead, be a source of blessing to your son and daughter-in-law. Reject the negative stereotype of being an antagonist parent-in-law. It is evident that Satan harbors deep animosity towards marriages and healthy relationships. By destroying people's marriages or relationships, you align yourself with the devil and carry out his works. Satan initiated this destructive pattern, and you are following in his footsteps. Some individuals purposely seek to dismantle the relationships of others. If you eagerly anticipate the downfall of a marriage, if you actively attempt to destroy marriages, or if you allow yourself to be used by the devil to sow discord, be aware that you are involved in something evil that can be attributed to Satan. A woman entered into a joyous marriage, surrounded by happiness and support from her loved ones. Her best friend rejoiced alongside her, witnessing the love within their family. The woman was fortunate to have a wealthy and Christian husband. They built a life together and welcomed 2 children into their lives over a span of 5 years. The best friend would visit and admire the love expressed by the husband towards her dear friend, the wife. However, the best friend had faced disappointments in her own relationships, experiencing 4 failed attempts within 5 years. Regrettably, she made the decision to destroy her friend's marriage. To summarize the story, this best friend devised a plan and falsely accused the husband of infidelity, hoping to sow doubt within the wife's heart. Despite initial disbelief, the best friend continued her manipulative actions to create division between the couple. Her efforts succeeded, as the wife eventually left her husband. To the wife's dismay, a year later, she discovered that her friend had married her ex-husband. This narrative may resemble a fiction movie plot, but it is a real-life occurrence. People are actively engaging in the act of snatching other people's spouses and destroying marriages. Such actions are undeniably satanic, inspired by the spirit of the devil. It is crucial that we distance ourselves from such behavior and never allow ourselves to become like those who perpetrate such destructive acts. You see men who pursue married women, but that is an act of evil. If a woman is married, it is essential to leave her alone. You have no business pursuing a married woman, as it is inherently wrong. Similarly, you see women who chase after married men, and that too is an act of evil. If a man is married, it is imperative to leave him alone. Some people go out of their way to become a secret lover, hoping that one day the married man will abandon his family for them. But pursuing a married man is morally wrong. How can one expect God to bless their own marriage when it was built upon the foundation of stealing someone from their spouse? God does not bless sinful actions. Is that the kind of foundation anyone should desire for their marriage? It is not wise to plan and execute the breakup of a marriage, only to walk down the aisle with the person you stole from someone else. The truth is, if someone left their spouse for you, there is a significant chance they will do the same to you in the future. There is no good that can come from chasing after a married person. It doesn't matter if they spoke to you first. If they are married, leave them alone. Not only marriages, but in churches there are those who enjoy sowing discord. They like drama. They enjoy turning one child of God against another. God hates this act of sowing discord. Proverbs 6:16 through to 19. These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, an heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. The person who sows discord employs tactics such as gossip, lies, unfounded accusations, negative criticism, and backbiting to achieve their goal. It is important to refrain from sowing discord and instead mind your own business. Practicing the art of minding your own business means that when we come across gossip or rumors, especially ones we cannot verify, we should not spread them or engage in idle talk about others. If we are unsure of the truthfulness of information, it is best not to share it. We should avoid spreading lies within the church community and refrain from meddling in the personal affairs of others. Being a busybody involves unnecessarily involving ourselves in the lives of others. And this type of behavior is not exclusive to our current generation. It has been present for centuries, even 2,000 years ago. Instead, let us focus on cultivating a spirit of love, understanding, and respect within the church. Our interactions with others should be characterized by genuine care and concern, rather than a desire to interfere or spread discord. By practicing discretion, refraining from spreading rumors, and respecting the privacy of others, we contribute to a healthy and harmonious church community. 1 Timothy 5:13. And withal they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house, and not only idle, but tattlers also, and busybodies, speaking things which they ought not. Breaking up relationships is evil, and it is something we should not be involved in. Hebrews 12:14. Follow peace with all men, and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord.